Righto. So today, yesterday I was talking about how I need to read more. I want to read more, but I don't actually have all of my books. All of my books are in England still, because when I moved here, I only brought one suitcase, my guitar, a backpack. That was it actually, just 3 things. Maybe one other thing, maybe one backpack, hand luggage, suitcase, guitar. So the suitcase I just brought clothes and a couple of books. I had lots of books at home I wanted to bring that I've been collecting over the last 3 or 4 years. Just film books, novels. Just some really nice things that I really miss not having the chance to read them, because I want to read, but I don't have the opportunity to. And then my good old friend Stuart Nixon sent me this in the post, and it feels like a book. And Stuart is a Scottish comedian from Glasgow who has an incredible story. He has a really incredible story. He had a terrible accident when he was a young man, falling off a quad bike, and had a severe brain damage. And it took him 3 years, and now I think still, to come back to some sense of normality. Of course, he's forever changed by the incident, but he's a really fantastic stand-up comic, performer, and a person, really interesting person. So I'm sure whatever he sent me is going to be super interesting or super insightful. I don't know yet, or it could be totally wacky. But he's a really good guy, really connected well with him. We shot a pilot together in the summer. So it says Louis and Gloria. Oh, wow, look at this. Successful sitcom writing. The Sitcom Writer's Bible, updated to include the latest shows and format. Wow, thank you so much, Stuart. I'll send you a message. Amazing. Let me look at the card he sent as well. It says Louis and Gloria. It says love. Dear Louis and Gloria, congratulations. I wish you both so much bliss, peace, and fun during your great adventure. Gloria, I know that you don't know me, but I've heard wonderful things about you. From what I know about Louis, he is caring, loyal, passionate. He's a caring and loyal, passionate man. You are lucky to have him. Love, Stuart. Sorry about the delay. There were problems in the post office. Wow. So sweet. I remember he said, just when we got married, he wanted to send us something, and I felt so terrible just in case. He tried to send something, and there was no... that I didn't give him the right address and all these things, and the way the post worked, I wasn't so sure. But look at that. Successful sitcom writing. So just when I was thinking I really need to be reading more, he sent me an amazing book on writing a successful sitcom. And I'm in the midst of writing a potentially successful sitcom with my family. We're working on a sitcom, so this is great, and I'll start reading it tonight so that I can offer some sort of insights. But that's amazing. By Jürgen Wolf. How to write and sell for TV's hottest format. Yeah, really nice. When was this book made? This book was made... because there are so many, so this book was made in 1996. Wow. So obviously the landscape of TV has changed so much, but there's going to be essential truths in here, I'm sure. Like I won't be writing the next Friends or Frasier or Seinfeld or anything like that, but I'm sure the core principles of what makes a sitcom are all here. So yeah, that's very, very sweet of him. Very kind. So there we go. Reading more. We have to read, we have to watch movies, we have to read novels and non-fiction. It's like we all have to do these things. And that doesn't mean it should be something that weighs heavy on us. We should eat our vegetables, but that doesn't mean you can't also enjoy pizza. It's a balance. We have to, in order to take water from the well, there has to be water there. And so if we're constantly filling the well extra learning, knowledge, even just being of service to our community, being there for a friend. These are all experiences that are adding water to our well that we can then take at a later time when the time is right to be creative. It's all super important. And so thank you, Stuart, for sending me this, because I'm getting a bit, look, even the TV is like from 1996. It's great. Yeah, really fantastic. So yeah, that's it. So that's really good. It's kind of on topic with what I wanted to speak about anyway, just this whole idea of reading. So it's a real nice confirmation for me that I have something different to read that I don't already have or haven't already looked at. So that's really nice. The second thing I was going to talk about is it's really difficult when you're reaching out to people, building a network. Okay, building a network, it can be really challenging because, I've spoken a lot about collaboration and the importance of collaboration in filmmaking and in life, right? But building that network up can come with a lot of rejection and a lot of difficulties. So what I was doing today is I was writing a lot of messages to people that hadn't replied to my messages yet. And I was on about the fourth message to this Iranian photographer and filmmaker here in Sicily, and she still hadn't replied. But miraculously, she's now followed me back on Instagram. So that might show that there's a replied message coming soon. I even messaged another guy saying, we'd spoken previously, and I said, hey man, what are you working on at the moment? How are you? And he just replied back saying, hello, I'm working on a documentary short. I guess he answered my question, but it wasn't very open and inviting to continue the conversation more. So I got to deal with that. And I messaged another person. There was a call out for comedy shorts, and so I sent my comedy short. And he didn't reply. It was this channel, or he or she, the person didn't reply. And so I just kind of was feeling dejected and rejected today. And so I messaged them back. I messaged them again, like 3 or 4 weeks later, saying, look, it's quite funny how you put out a call for these things and then you don't even reply to the people that respond to your call. And I felt, and then this person, or they sent back an apology saying, you're right, we're all in the same position trying to do this. So I apologize that I didn't reply, I was totally swamped. And then I said, you know what, actually, I'm sorry. You are not the problem. I just said that I'm trying to build a network abroad, and I was taking out my rejection from you. I was taking out my rejection from everyone else on you who didn't even really reject me, you just didn't look at my message. And then there was this other production company I messaged here in Sicily, and I just wanted to reply from them just to meet them and to network with them, but they said, look, we don't have any jobs right now, sorry, we've added you to our human resources and we'll get back to you if you have any opportunities. And it's just like, you're missing the point. People sometimes miss the point. We don't always want anything. We don't want always something from them physically. We just want potentially friendship, the opportunity for collaboration, or just to meet other people who are doing the same thing as you. So it's a bit challenging because we live in a world where everyone just wants to take from someone else and give. But so much of what happens in this industry is a lot to do with friendships, building genuine friendships with people that you want to collaborate with over and over again. So I guess the message with this is like, build collaborative friendships, because collaborative friendships, because I worked with Stuart on a sitcom pilot, and then we also made a short film together. Oh, you actually see it was for the 48-hour film challenge, Off Grid, but on my YouTube I'll link it here. It's to my left, isn't it? I'll link it here. Sending a letter to an ex-girlfriend. It's a more interesting YouTube title. But yeah, so collaborative friendships, these are people who don't want anything from you. They just want to collaborate together because they're your friend. Because Stuart did this whole 48-hour film challenge for me because he wanted to do it, because he wanted to help me out and he wanted to be in something interesting. It's the same with all of my collaboration. You'll see a lot of the same actors. It's based on people who are really good, like my friend Harry Bradley, who was in The Play That Goes Wrong and now is on the West End in the Mousetrap. He's done 7 films with me, I think, and it's all because of that beautiful collaborative friendship that we have. And so that's all I'm trying to build here. I don't ask for money from people at this, at this stage. Maybe in the future there's like the Sicilian Film Board, maybe I can ask official people like that, but it's just tough. But collaborative friendships, reading more So I guess the message of this video would be fill your own well of creativity and experiences in life, which includes taking on other people's learnings, giving out your time to other people to be of service or to be of friendship. All things you put out what you take in, right? So it needs to be a constant taking things in and putting things out into the world. It has to be like that to be a successful artist and to be a well-rounded person. So today, lots of messaging back. And then we also had one of Gloria's old friends come to the house, and he knows loads of people. He doesn't live in Sicily anymore, he lives in Venice, but he apparently knows lots of people. So there's lots of leads to follow. So even though I've not responded, I've reached out to people for a second and third time today, I've also got new potential contacts to contact. It's just a ever-growing process. Yeah. And we also, Gloria and I, are making some bread. It's currently rising because we're going to go have dinner at our parents' house today. Okay, let's see if maybe I'll do some more. If I have anything else later to say, then I will. But for now, that's it. Yeah, please like and follow, subscribe to continue this journey of becoming a filmmaker in Sicily. It's difficult, but it's worth it. It's going to all be worth it in the end, I'm sure. We're in it for the long run. We're not expecting short-term results. This has only been 25 days of vlogging and really going after it. And I've only been living here for about 4 or 5 months. So it's a whole new chapter of my life we're building. Life with my wife. Yeah. Thank you for watching, and yeah.